Hi, hello my dear students. To continuing my lecture on motion in a straight line, problems on average speed and average velocity, I would like to discuss a new problem number 3, example 3. Observe carefully. One car moving on a straight road covers 1/3 of distance with a 20 kilometers per hour and the rest with 60 kilometers per hour. Average speed is, observe carefully friends here, what is given in the question. So for example, what is given in the question? Total distance is some x kilometers. Let total distance from A to B, I consider A to B. Let A to B, total distance is x kilometers. So now car is traveling on a straight road. This is a straight road. From A to B is a straight road. A to B is a straight road. Car is traveling on the straight road. Covers 1/3 of distance. 1/3 of distance. That means here, this is second third. This is third one. 1/3 of distance. So this is 1/3 of a distance. So x means 1/3 of x means x by 3 kilometers. Covers 1/3 of a distance with a speed 20 kilometers per hour. This 1/3, that means x by 3 kilometers is covered, speed is given 20 kilometers per hour is given speed. Next, and the rest remaining, and the rest, this rest distance, this total distance, remaining part is covered with the speed of, 60 kilometers. 60 kilometers per hour. Remaining distance is covered with the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Total distance is x kilometers. This x by 3 kilometers is covered in 20 kilometers per hour speed. Remaining distance is covered in 60 kilometers per hour speed. Total distance is x minus x by 3, that is equal to 3x minus x, 2x by 3. 2x by 3 kilometers. So remaining rest distance is 2x by 3 kilometers. 2x by 3 kilometers. This 2x by 3 kilometer distance is covered in 60 kilometers per hour speed. 60 kilometers per hour speed. This total distance is equal to x kilometers. X kilometers. S by 3 kilometers distance is covered in 20 kilometers per hour, and this 2x by 3 kilometers distance is covered in 60 kilometers per hour distance, right? 60 kilometers per hour. So now, what we need to find? Average speed we need to find. Average speed. So what is formula for average speed? So I write here formula. Average speed. So already you know, I solved 2 example problems. Average speed formula. Total distance by total time taken. Total distance by total time taken. What is total distance here? X by 3 plus 2x by 3. X by 3 plus 2x by 3. 2x by 3. So x by 3 plus 2x by 3 is equal to how much here? X kilometers. Total distance is x kilometers by total time. Let us consider for this s by 3 kilometers covered in time t1 seconds. Time t1 hours. This part from this second part, rest part, 2x by 3 kilometers is covered in, I consider t2 hours. That means total time means t1 plus t2. T1 plus t2 is a time here. T1 plus t2 hours, right? So now x kilometers by time formula. We know that speed is equal to distance by time. Then time is equal to distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. So we got the distance by speed. Here for t1 time, observe carefully. For the t1 time. So s by 3 kilometers distance, x by 3 kilometer distance, t1 time. This t1 time is equal to distance by speed. This t1 time is for s by 3 kilometers, x by 3 kilometers by Speed is 20 kilometers per hour. 20 kilometers per hour. So 20 kilometers is going to be cancelled. What we got here? X by 60 hours. X by 60 hours. Then T2 is equal to here distance is 2x by 3 because time is equal to distance by speed. T2 is traveled with a distance. It covered distance is 2x by 3 kilometers. 2x by 3 kilometers by. So speed is 60 kilometers per hour. 60 kilometers per hour. This kilometers is going to be cancelled. Then we got 2x by 3 into 60, 180. 2x by 180 here. So 2x by 180 hours here. So by cancellation we got here 2 how many times here? 90 times. So then what we got here? X by 90 hours. X by 90 hours. So time T1 is equal to x by 60 hours. Time T2 is equal to x by 90 hours. We got. Substitute here. X by 60 hours plus x by 90 hours here. So then common x here. X is common it. X is common it. What we got here? 1 by 60 plus 1 by 90 hours. This numerator x and denominator x is going to be cancelled. So numerator x and the denominator x is going to be cancelled. From this, what we got? From this, we got. So what is the left here? 1 kilometer by 1 by 60 plus 1 by 90 hours. So how we solve this one? So we got here 60 into 90 by 60 plus 90. We solve this one with the 60 into 90 by 60 plus 90 here. So we got from this 60 into 90 by 60 plus 90 is so 60 into 90 by 60 plus 90 is 150. So how many times here? 33s, 35s, 5 1s, 5 12s, 12 into 3, 36 kilometers per hour here. So the total average speed traveled by a car is 36 kilometers per hour. Right. So 36 kilometers per hour is an answer. So now observe option. Which option is correct here? Option D is correct here. 36 kilometers per hour. And a little bit discussion I told here. So while doing this average speed and average velocity, like these problems, unit conversion is very important. Sometimes units are given in meter per second. At that time, what we taken here? Units conversion is very important. How we convert? 1 kilometers per hour is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters by 1 hour means 60 minutes. 1 hour means 60 minutes. So again 60 into 1 minute means 60 seconds. That means a total 3600 seconds. So total 1 hour. For 1 hour, how many seconds here? 3600 seconds. Substitute here 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So here 2 zeros going to be cancelled. So then 10 by 36. 10 by 36 means 2 5s, 2 18s. That means what we got here? 5 by 18 meter per second. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. For example, answers are given in meter per second. So values are given in the question is kilometers per hour. Then how to converting 1 kilometer per hour into meter per second? 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per seconds. Then 1 meter per second is equal to, this 18 will be moved this side, 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. So 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometers per hour, or 1 kilometer per hour is equal to pi by 18 meter per second. This units conversion is very important, man. Whenever the question itself given kilometers per hour is a given data, we need to find, so answer is in meter per second, then converting kilometers per hour into meter per second first. And if question itself given meter per second is given data, then we need to convert it into kilometers per hour, means 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. These two are very important while solving problems. So this unit conversion is very important. Next. Well, to continuing my lecture on topic motion in a straight line, average example, that means we should discuss some few problems, few lectures. In previous lectures I discussed few problems like example 1, example 2, example 3, and now I need to discuss example number 4. Which of the following is one dimension motion? This is the question. What is question, my dear? Which of the following is one dimension motion? One dimension means body traveled in one direction. Body traveled in one direction. So I already told this chapter name, motion in a straight line or motion in one dimension. Motion in one dimension. Please recapitulate previous lectures, ma. So please recapitulate. Motion in a straight line is also called as motion in one dimension. Motion in a plane is also called as motion in two dimension. Dimension indicates here direction. Body traveled in single direction, then that is direction is called, it has only one dimension. Body travels in two directions, it has two dimensions. So for example, motion in a plane means, so it is also called as motion in two dimension. Motion in a straight line is also called as motion in one dimension, right? So now, which of the following is one dimension? That means which of the following are travels in straight line motion? That is question here. Observe landing of aircraft. How the aircraft is landing? So for example, this is aircraft I consider. This is landing like this. So that means certain angle it will be landing on the ground here. Certain angle it will be landing on the ground here. That means certain angle it will landing on the ground means it has two directions, because it made some angle. It has two directions. This is motion in a plane. This is not belongs to motion in one dimension. This belongs to motion in two dimensions. That's why first option is not a motion in one dimension, because it is a motion in two dimension. Earth revolving around the sun. So this is sun I consider. So Earth is revolving around the sun. Earth is revolving around the sun. This is a circular motion. I already told friends previous lectures we had three possibilities for the motion of a body. One is straight line motion, another one is projectile motion, third one is circular motion. Circular motion. This is circular motion. It is not motion in one dimension. This is not motion in one dimension. Motion in one dimension means body travels in straight line motion. So that's why it is not belongs to straight line motion. This is not a motion in one dimension. Next, motion of wheels of moving train. So motion of wheels of moving train also traveled in circular path only. This is also belongs to circular path. That's why it is also not a belongs to one dimensional motion. Next, train running on straight track. So this is correct. Train running on straight track. That means a train is traveling in straight line motion. That means motion in one dimension or motion in straight line, travels in straight line. That means it belongs to motion in one dimension. Observe carefully. Again I discuss landing of aircraft. Landing of aircraft is belongs to, aircraft is landing like this. This is motion in a plane. Motion in a plane, it belongs to motion in two dimension. Next, Earth revolving around the sun. Earth revolving around the sun is belongs to circular motion. This is not motion in one dimension. Motion of wheels of moving train. Motion of wheels of moving train also circular motion. It is not a belongs to motion in one dimension. Fourth option, train running on straight track. This is belongs to one dimension. So correct option is train running on straight track. It belongs to motion in one dimension. So motion in one dimension is also called as motion in one dimension is nothing but motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line. In a straight line. Motion in two dimension means motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. So this is two things. So I hope you are all understood these lectures. If you had any doubt regarding this lecture, please mention in comment box. I'll clarify those doubts. And if you want so any concept, so for example any concept is you want, please mention in comment box. Definitely I'll make a video on the next lectures. Thank you so much.